If you've ever finished a glass of water and thought, I really should be doing more to take care of my kidneys, then stay with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to walk you through three simple drinks that research suggests may support your kidney health after 60. But here's the part most seniors get wrong, and I'll be honest with you up front. The third drink on my list is the one people misunderstand the most, and skipping the warning that comes with it can do more harm than good. So don't drift off before the end. Now, let me say something clearly right at the start, because it matters. There is no such thing as a drink that cleanses or detoxes your kidneys. Your kidneys are not dirty, and they don't need flushing out like a clogged drain. What your kidneys actually are is a pair of remarkable filters, each about the size of your fist, quietly cleaning your blood around the clock, balancing your fluids, your minerals, and your blood pressure. The honest word for what we're doing here is not cleansing, it's support. We are talking about everyday habits that may help these hardworking organs do their job a little easier. So when you see videos promising a magic kidney cleanse, I gently ask you to be skeptical. What I'm sharing today is the boring, evidence-aware truth, and the truth is usually a lot calmer than the hype. One more thing before we start the countdown, and this is important. If you have already been told by your doctor that you have chronic kidney disease, what we call CKD, or if you're on dialysis, or if you take medications for your heart or blood pressure, then some of what I'm about to describe may not apply to you, and a couple of these could even be the wrong choice for your situation. I'll point that out as we go. For you especially, the most powerful thing you can do is take this list to your own doctor or pharmacist and ask, is this right for me? Hold that thought because I'll come back to it. All right, let's start the countdown. Number 1, and this is the simplest, most overlooked drink of them all, plain water, but with attention to timing. Now I know. You came here for something exotic and you're getting water, but stay with me, because the timing piece is what most people miss. Your kidneys rely on adequate fluid to filter waste and to keep tiny mineral crystals from clumping together into kidney stones. Studies have found that people who stay well hydrated tend to have a lower risk of forming those stones, and many doctors consider good hydration one of the simplest ways to support kidney function over the years. But here's where seniors get tripped up. As we age, our sense of thirst actually fades. By the time you feel thirsty in your 70s, your body may already be running low. So you can't always trust the thirst signal the way you could at 30. That's why timing helps. Instead of gulping a huge amount all at once, research and common sense both point towards spreading your water steadily across the daylight hours, a glass when you wake up, a glass with each meal, sips between, and then easing off in the evening, a couple of hours before bed, so you're not up 3 times in the night, which is its own problem for folks our age. Many seniors report that a gentle, spaced-out approach leaves them feeling clearer and steadier than trying to chug a quart in one sitting. Now, how much total? That genuinely depends on you, your heart, your medications, and the climate you live in. Some people, especially those with heart failure or advanced kidney disease, are actually told to limit fluids. So this is the first place I'll say it. Ask your doctor what daily amount is right for your body. Don't just pour yourself a gallon because a video told you to. For most healthy older adults, pale yellow urine is a reasonable, simple sign you're in a decent range. Dark and you likely need more. Clear all day long and you may be overdoing it. Number 2 on our list, lemon water. And this one actually has a little science behind it that's worth understanding, instead of just the usual internet excitement. When you squeeze fresh lemon into your water, you're adding citrate, which is a natural compound found in citrus fruits. Studies have found that citrate can bind to calcium in the urine and may help prevent certain kidney stones from forming, particularly the most common type, calcium oxalate stones. In fact, citrate is so well regarded for this that doctors sometimes prescribe a citrate medication to people who form stones over and over. Lemon water is the gentle, food-based cousin of that idea. It is not a treatment, and I want to be careful not to overstate it, but for many people a glass of water with the juice of a fresh lemon is a pleasant, low-risk habit that adds a little citrate to the day. A few honest caveats, because I don't want to sell you fairy tales. First, use real lemon, not the sugary bottled lemonade drinks loaded with added sugar, because that sugar load works against you, especially if you're watching your blood sugar. Second, that acidity can be tough on tooth enamel, so it's wise to drink it with a meal or rinse with plain water afterward. And third, if you take certain medications, citrus can interact, so it's always worth a quick word with your pharmacist. But on the whole, swapping one of your daily drinks for water with a real squeeze of lemon is one of the easier, friendlier changes on this list. Now, before I give you the third drink, the one I said people misunderstand the most, let me pause for just a second. If this slow, no hype way of talking about your health is useful to you, I've put some plain language resources in the description below to help you keep learning at your own pace. No pressure, just a friendly tip from me to you. Take a look when the video's done. All right, let's get to number 3. Number 3, certain herbal teas. And this is where I have to be the careful friend rather than the excited salesman, because the word herbal makes people assume automatically safe, and that is simply not true. Some herbal teas are gentle and pleasant and well tolerated. Others can be genuinely risky for the kidneys, and the difference matters enormously once you're over 60. Let's start with the friendly side. Many seniors enjoy mild teas like hibiscus, which research has linked to modest reductions in blood pressure. And since high blood pressure is one of the leading causes of kidney damage over time, anything that gently supports healthy blood pressure is, in a roundabout way, supporting your kidneys too. Plain, well-known teas in normal amounts are, for most people, a comforting and low-risk part of the day. But here is the part most seniors get wrong, the thing I promised you at the very beginning. Not all herbal teas are kind to your kidneys. Some traditional remedies and weight loss or detox teas contain ingredients that have actually been associated with kidney injury. There's a long, well-documented history of certain herbs causing serious harm. And here's the trickier issue for our age group. Many herbal teas are surprisingly high in potassium or in oxalates, and if you have chronic kidney disease, your kidneys may not be able to clear potassium properly. Too much potassium in the blood can become genuinely dangerous for your heart. So a tea that's perfectly fine for your healthy neighbor could be the wrong choice for someone with kidney disease. This is exactly why I told you at the start to stay until the end. If you have CKD, are on dialysis, or take blood pressure pills like lisinopril or losartan, or a water pill, please do not add a daily herbal tea routine without asking your doctor or pharmacist first. Bring the actual box, show them the ingredients, and ask, is this safe with my kidneys and my medications? That one question can save you a world of trouble. And never stop a medication on your own because some video implied a tea could replace it. That's not how any of this works. So those are the 3. Water with smart timing, lemon water for that natural citrate, and carefully chosen herbal teas with your doctor's blessing. But supporting your kidneys isn't only about what you pour in. It's just as much about what you ease off of. So let me quickly give you the other side of the coin, the drinks worth limiting, because this is where a lot of quiet damage hides. First, sodas, especially the dark colas. They're high in phosphate additives and sugar, and research has linked heavy soda consumption with a higher risk of kidney problems over time. If you drink them daily, even cutting back to occasional is a meaningful step. Second, and this surprises people, those protein shakes and high-protein supplement drinks that are marketed so heavily to older adults. Now, protein matters for keeping your muscles strong as you age. That's real. But loading up on excessive protein supplements can put extra strain on kidneys that are already working harder than they used to. And for someone with existing kidney disease, too much protein can be a real concern. The amount that's right for you is very individual, so that's a conversation for your doctor, not a marketing label. And third, watch the high oxalate drinks if you're prone to stones, things like certain green smoothies packed with spinach and beet greens, or large amounts of black tea. Oxalate is the very thing that lemon citrate helps counter, so balance matters. Notice the theme running through all of this. It's never one magic drink. It's the steady pattern, gentle hydration, a little citrate, sensible choices, and easing off the things that quietly add strain, all while keeping your blood pressure and blood sugar in a healthy range. because those two are the biggest drivers of kidney trouble as we age. That's the real unglamorous secret, and it's a far more honest promise than any cleanse. So here's my second and final little tip for you. If you'd like a simple, printable checklist of the kidney-supporting habits and the drinks to limit that we covered today, I've left it in the description below for you. Again, no pressure at all, just something to make this easier to remember and to share with your spouse or a friend who could use it. Let me leave you with this. Your kidneys have carried you faithfully for 60, 70, 80 years or more, without ever asking for thanks. The kindest thing you can do for them isn't a dramatic detox. It's the small, steady, sensible care we talked about today, and one good conversation with your doctor. Please remember, everything I've shared with you is general educational information, the kind of thing a knowledgeable friend might pass along over a cup of tea. It is not medical advice, and it is not a substitute for your own doctor or pharmacist who knows your history, your medications, and your body. So take this list, take your questions, and talk to them before you change anything. Drink a little water, be good to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.